2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, great to be here. As this event kicks off, our featured group consists of two players who appear to have entered into quite the rivalry.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player is looking to beat Lydia, which, let's be honest, will take all their skill and poise.
Oh, absolutely. This will be a certain KO for this player. I can't imagine that Lydia's going to let anybody beat her. When we talk about young phenoms, Lydia comes to mind. She's got it all.
Ding, ding, ring that bell. Let the bout begin. That's some good golf right there. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 140 yards.
That's a high-quality approach shot, that one. Well done by her. This putt is about 17 feet long.
Little birdie look in here.
Well, that's a nice way to start, writing a little red number down on the scorecard at first.
And that should calm whatever nerves this player has. Nice opening hole.
The first of our birdie opportunities comes at the second, par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left. And if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
Come on, get a good bounce to the left. Putting for eagle here. Oh, so close. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Checking the standings now, and they're currently tied for first with multiple major champion Collin Morikawa.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Outstanding approach shot.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
That's inside the range. Well, with that good play, this person is now in first on the leaderboard, with Collin Morikawa in second. This one might just sneak off the fairway. Nothing like a bit of momentum here, Rich. This one's going for another birdie.
I tell you what, they're set up quite nicely through the first opening holes. Birdies galore.
What a skillful approach shot. This player not holding back in their rivalry with Lydia Ko.
New Zealand's Lydia Ko setting up her next shot. Oh, almost went in. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Wow, they certainly got out of the right side of bed today, and that will take
Indeed you do, Johnny boy.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. All right, Rich, the par 4 fifth. A strong hole, this one, isn't it?
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad. But a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
That one should find the surface.
Oh, shot.
Right by the hole. Okay, let's get back to the action. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Firm back up the hill. This will be a good one. Oh, that was such a good
Pat!
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
Leading by 3 strokes now. The tee shot at the par 4-6 has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
And with that fine putt, she extends her advantage over the field. And with that, she'll move to 6 under par. As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7th.
And as you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
And hitting yet
Well,
another
good
green
for
here today.
you.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens and regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. And with that, she'll move to 7 under par. Incredible. No green in reg, but a chance to save their par. Whew. Yeah, golf clap. Really good. And after that effort, that's how it looks. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flagstick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
Still in the lead now after that hole. The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left, second shot out to the right, sets up a very simple 3rd shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
Sitting at 8 under. Outright first here. 8 feet to the cup.
She's got a great look at birdie here.
Ooh.
It was on a good line. And down it goes. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh,
That'll
shot.
keep the momentum rolling, Rich. Well, that'll move her up the leaderboard as well. And how did that shot impact the score?
Nice chip in.
Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
That should find the fairway.
Luke, that did not end up where you said it was going to. It's in the rough.
Oh, no
Here
shit,
we are, Rich, a
Sherlock.
wonderful opportunity on the table. The chance to go back-to-back. Just how big would that be?
Obviously massive, but I'm very impressed. They've put themselves in a position to win for the 2nd week in a row. Impressive.
Yep, they Houdini'd that. That's brilliant.
And a chance to reach 9 under.
Why,
for the
thank
championship
you.
with this putt. Ouch, that hurts. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
And Henny, what is she looking at here for this putt?
Setting up this putt 22 feet from the cup.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very
Oh, that stayed dead set straight.
Putting for birdie here. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Oh, that's what a way to save your par.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour Pro. This is
Wish
what
I
they
could
do.
do that
They mean
in
business.
real life.
Well, the tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12. Most players can reach the green. It's just a decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left, obviously,
That took a
is no
nasty
good.
little
Even
kick.
bailing out to the right, in those dunes, in the mounds, and little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
Sitting at 10 under par for the day. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3 13th.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second 9 at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14.
difficult tee shot on this, playing some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot, but if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
Trying to get to 11 under with this putt. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? This is a par putt. This one's looking good. And that puts her in first place. The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. If she makes this, it'll be a good par. Ooh. It's just about 3 feet away. Well, the leader giving a little hope for the rest of the field there as they put down a bogey on the scorecard.
What a great feeling being that far ahead with just 4 to play.
That is a touch of class from the bunker. It's time to check.
Yeah,
on the
wish I could
leaderboard.
do that.
Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done. Yeah, that'll work. That's fine.
Time for the second shot at the 16th. Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Right by the hole. Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia goes up to?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Wow.
Holds it from the sand.
Again?
After that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes.
It's like the bloody hole's got a
2 holes
magnet
to
in
go,
it.
Luke, can they hang on? Let's find out.
All right, Rich, you've stood there, you've hit the shot. Take us through the par 317.
Yes, the famous island
It looks
hole.
like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much.
Come on, hole in one.
That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
Putting for a par here. After that hole, this player is currently in first place, with Colin Morikawa in second. Let's head to the finishing hole, this wonderful par 4 18th. Wonderful only if you're a spectator.
It's wonderful if you're not playing it for a lot of cash. It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here.
For the
That's
win.
sure. 4s are
And the
magnificent.
Players'
3s
Championship.
are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole. Probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
And that'll do it, Rich. Players' Champion. That's one of the elite wins in their career.
Winning the Players' Championship, Luke, is easily as good as winning any major because the field quality is so amazing. This is going to speak volumes for this player and the career going forward. This is a heck of a win. I can't wait to see what they produce next.
Why, thank you, Rich.
This is impressive. To win out here on tour is a big deal, but to go back-to-back, Rich, how significant is that?
Luke, winning once on the PGA Tour
And
is difficult
trophy
enough to
unlocked. Win the
back-to-back
Players'
weeks.
Championship.
That's reserved for just the top players in the game.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Valspar Championship is about to begin. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, who's in the booth. And a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, what a gorgeous day as this event kicks off our featured group. Well, we've got two players who appear to have entered into quite the rivalry.
Yeah, so this week their goal is to beat Jon Rahm. Henny, that is by no means an easy feat.
No, if Jon Rahm is fired up, sparks could fly, you want to be out of the way, and he's just going to go straight through like a Spanish ball.
Yes, he's fire and brimstone, isn't he, Jon Rahm? All the Americans couldn't beat him in a Ryder Cup. This player, well, it's an ambitious rivalry to say the least. This sand shot awaits. Got some good distance on that one. Getting ready to play their third. This is looking pretty good in the air. Just 6 feet between her and the hole. Wow, that's classy. Good save from there.
Up and down out of the bunker for birdie here, Luke. Job well done.
She's in a share of top spot. Water is a feature here at the Copperhead course of Innisbrook Resort, Rich, and it comes into play at the second.
Downhill tee shot. You want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
Needs this to kick a bit left. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
What a shot.
Ooh, shot.
Went in the bucket. And back to the play, shall we? And he's down there. You got to read.
This one's 13 feet from the cup. This for a birdie run.
A wonderful putt. You can claim it. Back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
Currently 2 under for the day. The Copperhead course at Innisbrook can really bite you, especially if you're slightly wayward, and there's one of those holes right here at the third, Rich.
Decisions to be made. The fairway narrows up. Should you take driver out? Also the water on the right. So players more than likely laying back with some kind of fairway wood.
The great Severano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in Jon Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think Jon Rahm's name would be #1, because he seemingly has zero weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game and it is so complete, you just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the Jon Rahm era right now. Stretching out over 600 yards means the par 5 fifth is no snack.
It is. Luke, I rarely say that par 5s on the PGA Tour are challenging, but this is definitely one of them. It's an uphill tee shot and a second shot that is downhill, moving from right to left, that's completely blind for these players. There is a tree about 100 yards out, which is going to be something they aim at when they lay up. Third shot, though, is very basic, down the hill to a fairly flat green surrounded by some bunkers. More than likely, most players are going to have to lay it up on this par 5.
Great shot. Now, 4 under par. Currently leading. Nicely done. Let's go to Jon Rahm.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Let's return to live play now. And this putt is for a big 4 on the scorecard. That's frustrating. Just 3 feet to the cup.
This for par.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Not a best shot. Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
Oh, they got so unlucky here, just off the fairway, but not sitting nicely.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Okay, time to return to the action. Sitting at 4 under for the day. Currently in top spot. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Just a simple tap in for par on this one. Now leading by 1 shot. Standing on the 7th tee, players get to breathe a sigh of relief having the 6th behind them.
You know, Luke, this is sneaky hard, to be fair. You don't need driver, and so you might get lulled to sleep a little bit by taking 3-wood out just for position. Any misses to the right or the left, and you'll be blocked out by some pretty gnarly trees. The green tilts from right to left ever so slightly, and watch out for those deep bunkers fronting this green. They'll grab your golf ball in a hurry.
An opportunity for a birdie here.
Oh.
A bit long on that one. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400-plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. Well, if you
Well,
felt
good
slow
for him.
already, the 8th at 230 yards, Rich, will certainly get you.
Everybody loves a 230-yard par 3, don't we, Luke? They're just wonderful, wonderful designs, and I'm laughing because this is nearly impossible. This green is just a sliver up there. A high shot moving a little bit from left to right is an absolute must on this par 3.
That wasn't your best effort, was it? Putting for a par now. That will work. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Ball striking continues to be the order of the day as the players arrive on the 9th tee, a par 4.
Yes, just thread those bunkers off the tee shot somehow with the driver. Second shot is going to be straight back up the hill. And once again, with the pin position over on the right-hand side, players will be unable to see where their golf ball pitches. This is a quality par 4.
Oh, this one's right down the pipe. Let's go to Jon Rahm.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt. Looking really good, this one. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? This putt is about 8 feet.
It starts off on a good line.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And that will take her to 5 under. Don't know about you, Rich, but I'm getting my palms sweaty in the booth just thinking about this player's position with 9 to play.
Well, keep your hands to yourself. But yes, this player is definitely dialed in at the moment.
The back 9 at Innisbrook's Copperhead course begins with a par 4.
Straight down the hill these tee shots go. That bunker down the left-hand side should see a fair bit of action. If you leave it out to the right-hand side, there's some trees that are overhanging and will block out your second shot. This green tilts pretty good from back to front.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Currently leading by 2. How close was that to going down? Big putt for par coming up. Looks good off the blade. And there it is. Colin Morikawa is coming off a bogey, and that will drop him to 3 strokes off the lead. Very few parts of the golf course make you feel comfortable, but chance of birdie at 11.
Finally, we have a birdie hole. Just avoid that bunker down the left-hand side. Find the right-hand side of the fairway. You can go ahead and chase one up there. Even if you can't get it on the green in 2, that front bunker is not a bad leave. But beware, there are some trees over on the right-hand side that could block you out.
Ah, the hell of it, no guts, no glory. Ooh, got a nice little kick.
Quality shot, that one. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold.
Go, yeah!
That's a lovely effort, that one. That's a handy putt to make. And that will move her to 7 under. And let's have another look at that one.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. Fellow birdies also in your heart, standing on the 12th tee, a short par 4, Rich. Decisions to be made?
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, you're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
The great Severano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in Jon Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think Jon Rahm's name would be #1, because he seemingly has 0 weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game, and it is so complete, you just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the Jon Rahm era right now. That was a gallant attempt. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. And she's our leader. The second of the back 9 par 5s, Rich, 14. There's plenty to it.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The third shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. You find the fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close.
Setting up to play the shot here from the green side rough.
Ooh.
That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
Such soft hands.
And this putt to move into the top 20. Let's go to Jon Rahm.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. The long par 3 continues to be a feature here at the Copperhead course, and 15's no different.
It is. Thankfully, though, this is the flattest green, or one of the flattest greens on the golf course here. It's basically just a long iron down the hill to this flat green, but don't miss it left. That is no good.
We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Looks to be going with the 6 iron. So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
Oh, really leaned on that tee shot. That went forever.
Going with the 8 iron here. Oh, well played. Into birdie range here at the 16th. Well, you're going to be difficult to catch now if you keep holding putts like that. leading by 8 strokes now after that hole.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
The Copperhead's penultimate hole is a good par 3 play up the hill.
It's a tough tee shot, plays longer than what's on the yardage. Any pin that's in the front part of the green is a difficult one to find as the green is so narrow.
Let's go to Jon Rahm.
Birdied their last hole.
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
This one will run uphill.
Oh, just missed. A par putt awaits. Now at 11 under for the day. The closing hole of Innisbrook's Copperhead course is also the final hole of the Snake Pit, and this one here has everything going against it.
Lay it back and you're going to have a long second shot back up the hill, but if you take driver and find the fairway, you'll be rewarded with a very short second shot.
Should find the green. Oh, what a shot by our leader.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute.
And as that putt drops to the bottom, Rich, they are now the Valspar champion. What a performance.
Yeah, what a performance, what a win. I mean, just this player was just amazing all week long.
Well, Rich, we saw from the get-go that this player was right on song this week, just a class above.
Luke, it's always fun to see a player when they are in full flight as they were this week. It was a blast to watch. Unbelievable job all around.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elving. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.